So before we had our landscaping done, our yard was sort of a disaster. It was basically all woods.
It was basically a lake of mud. We wanted to do a pretty major renovation job back here, kind of put our touch on it.
You know, when we meet with a client the first time, we learn about their goals and what they really want their backyard to look like. Some clients know exactly what they want. Some clients have no idea.
We didn't know for sure what we wanted up front, but we did know, I think we both have very busy professional lives, and we knew we wanted to have a space that we could call our own haven.
The most important thing to us is our client. They're the ones that live there after we're done. Their lifestyle, the way they entertain, really dictates what their landscape needs to be.
Important to us was we have small children. We wanted to put a swing set in. We wanted it to look like it was part of an integrated backyard space. And the design they put together totally executed on that. If eventually we want to pave it over, we can do that. They really listened to us to give us a space that we could really use now, but that would also be terrific in the future.
Robert was very keen on talking to us, getting a feel for our personalities, our lifestyle. We wanted room for the dog to run around. We wanted an entertaining area, a grilling area. We wanted the pool area, which is a bit more of an adult playground. Really, this is the Smith design implemented by Groff.
For example, the fire pit. We wanted something that would have a big opening, and there was really nothing like that. They're willing to do anything custom.
They didn't try to push their own designs on us. They would propose things, and sometimes we would propose things, and we kind of wanted someone to be able to nicely say, that makes no sense. And they did a good job at doing that.
They did a very good job of saving us from ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
No matter the scope of the work and the client, it's important that we hit 3 parts to the project. One is aesthetic taste, one is functional need. We've got to make sure that those 2 items tie in with their budget.
The reason we were comfortable doing the backyard project after the front area was we felt they worked very much within the constraints of what we had financially, what we wanted to do, but also gave us something that looked amazing for that budget.
When we had our big dream for what this would look like eventually, we were expecting, big numbers to go with it, but we wanted them to be honest numbers. And Rob sat down line by line to show us sort of how he got to those numbers and helped us set realistic expectations for what the project would look like over time. And then as we executed, there were no surprises, which I really appreciate.
I'm extremely passionate about the quality of work that we do here, but more so, I'm passionate about the client experience that we provide.
You're sold on the design, you're sold on the presentation, the preparation, the knowledge. But then when you get in, when you're committed, the communication was outstanding.
Rob is constantly checking on things, making sure that everything's going smoothly.
You have the owner of Groff Design meeting with you on a regular basis. You have his phone number if there's a problem. That personal touch really made a difference for us.
You just don't get that level of communication with a lot of other companies.
All the way through, we felt like we were in a great relationship and being taken care of, and you can't really put a price on that.
It feels like home. It feels like this should have always been here.
We're both pretty picky people, and
very picky.
So to surpass our expectations, I think really is a sort of feather in the Groff team's cap.
Of all of the contractors we've worked with, we have been the happiest with Groff Landscape. Clearly surpassed our expectations, above and beyond. I've already recommended them to several of our friends who've come over and seen our backyard and said, "Who did this?"
When we get to the end, the smile on their faces says everything, because they've had a lot of input. They're using our expertise and our guidance, but their input to create their dream.
And it's so gratifying to see at the end of the project their goals come to realization.
Any future projects for landscaping will be done with Groff.
Absolutely.
They spoiled us and ruined it for any contractor going forward.